Preparations for the 2023 general elections have been set in motion, with the Electoral Act being aligned to the Constitution.
The Interministerial Task Force on the Alignment of Legislation to the Constitution has made huge strides in aligning the Electoral Act to the Constitution, with the stakeholders meeting in Mutare to finalize on the process.
The alignment that we are doing is for the Electoral Act. By and large, the Electoral Act has been aligned. But of course, there are certain stakeholders who have observed certain areas which they think that they need alignment. And these are the issues that we are looking at and coming up with some position. Our voting is now going to be polling station based. So those are the things that we are having to align. And also in terms of our law, in terms of our constitution, someone who is a registered voter is free to be a candidate in any constitutions within Zimbabwe. There are proposals for the diaspora vote, which has got, of course, its practical difficulties in implementing, but we are free to get the ideas as to how that can be practicable.
Other stakeholders spoke on the major highlights of the discussions, with the ultimate objective being to hold free and fair elections.
The whole idea is to ensure that the views of the people on what our electoral laws should be like, we take them on board. But at the same time, we must be very cognizant of what the Constitution has said. So it's not everything which people want which we can include in the law. The major highlights here is just to make sure that we give ZEC the necessary tools in order for them to carry out their mandate. So the president proclaims when elections will be. So ZEC should say, the president now has said elections are on such a particular date. Now this is how we are going to, these are the stages we'll take before that date.
We are having an opportunity to look at where we can further align the Electoral Act to the Constitution, which is a very important thing, because it helps create the legal environment that supports the holding of free and fair elections. So we are very happy with the gesture that the Interministerial Task Force on the alignment of legislation to the Constitution, this opportunity that they've given us to come and also make representations and also make suggestions and also make contributions as to what exactly needs to be aligned in terms of the provisions that we currently have in the Electoral Act to the Constitution. So this is a very important thing, and we are happy to be part of this process.
The meeting is being attended by representatives from government, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, and the Zimbabwe Election Support Network, among other organizations. Kenya's Chivuje, ZBC News, Mutare.